that the USA is part of its own nations now. Everyone's man for itself. New Mexico, wait, Texas already nuked the border of New Mexico in its own state. What will happen next? A war between Arkansas and Louisiana has started. Also, I'm not trying to offend anyone. Sorry if you live in one of these states that are going to die. The new border of Arkansas and Louisiana have been made. La 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 la. Here's the new border, everybody's happy, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Everybody's happy of the new border. But Arkansas certainly is not. Louisiana continues fighting and takes the whole state of Arkansas. The end. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Louisiana told Mississippi, dang it, Mississippi that they would be an alliance member. And now they are, and now the border has been created. Now, destroy the old border. Destroy it. Destroy it. Destroy it. It's terrible. The old border was terrible. Come on, people, block this up. There's a nuclear war after this starting in the Northeast region. If this fails again, I will have to create another broadcast because my connection's not significant enough. Oh my gosh, Mississippi is now a narrow strip of land, and Louisiana grew a lot to only having a swamp into having a lot of plain land. There's a nuclear war. Or else they'll have to have big war. Big people. Oh my gosh, everyone's dying. They are destroying the famous cities. Boston is just getting sunk underwater. Poor Boston. Wait, who? Who in the world? Oh, and someone's nuking New York. Isn't New York supposed to have an island? New York City. No, New York says. New York is very depressed once it blows up. There we go. And boom, boom, boom. No, they are attacking their only great city. Oh, they are attacking Connecticut too. Oh my gosh, this is turning into a bloodbath. New York is going to be eradicated from history. Oh, and people are dying in the Northeast region. This is turning into a serious bloodbath. New York has been almost eradicated. Been sinking in from the nuclear explosions. Where did he go? What in the world are you doing in my home? Get out of Michigan! You are not a Michigander. You are not worthy of being a Michigander. Oh no, Rhode Island! Poor Rhode Island. Oh. Rhode Island has almost been eradicated from history. New Jersey is just trying to be happy of its new shoreline, but also be scared of dying. Maine is being torn apart, and of course New Jersey gets angry and drops a nuclear bomb. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Maine is so angry. Maine is very, very sad. Oh yes, Maine. Maine is nuking New Jersey. New Jersey's getting scared because they're a small country and begins a war with Pennsylvania. And then they get nuked. Pennsylvania doesn't surrender, but then gets nuked by New Jersey and Maine. Oh yes. Oh, but then Maine decides to nuke New Jersey even more. Nuking. The nuclear war of the Northeast. Oh, Maryland and Delaware are gonna be torn apart in a few seconds. Oh no, the Southeast region has been involved. Oh, Virginia gets angry and decides to nuke the rest of the whole states. But damaging Western Virginia. Oh no, this is terrible. Oh no, Ohio's gonna be devastated. Oh my gosh, they destroy Columbus. Oh, Ohio's angry. This is the Great Nuclear War. This is World War III. People, this is, United States War III. Oh my gosh. The Northeast has been destroyed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's only parts of the states. New Hampshire still lies in survival. But the rest of the states have been eradicated. Oh, New York is still lasting. Oh, never mind. New York has been eradicated. Oh, we are going to... Oh my gosh, the big nuke. Oh, everyone in the Northeast is dead. Oh, this is our new mapping now, people. People, this is devastating. This is our new mapping. Oh, and the Great Lakes are now the Great Oceans. Michigan is getting angry because the Great Lakes were its #1 thing. Ohio gets angry and Michigan decides to take a war on Ohio for Toledo. Michigan is starting to lose, but then all of a sudden Indiana nukes both of them. Nah. Bang. Bang. Michigan and Ohio team up on Indiana. Oh, Indiana is going to be very upset. Oh my gosh. Now Lake Michigan is now pouring into Indiana. Indiana has been experiencing very bad floods. Illinois got nuked bad by the after. Michigan got nuked too. Illinois gets angry and decides to kill Ohio. Ohio cedes the Toledo Strip to Michigan, but then nukes it. Oh my gosh, Ohio is dying. It's turning into Indiana, which only has a few pieces of land left. But then Michigan gets so angry, he nuked the whole entire Midwest. Wait. Oh yeah, Kentucky. Wait, Kentucky's not even part of it. The Southeast is involved in here now too. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, Illinois is getting nuked. Everything's getting nuked. Oh my gosh, and Louisiana gets a nuke. Louisiana gets angry. Nukes Kansas for nothing. It then decided to nuke Nebraska. Bad. Then the Midwest teams up and decides to nuke the farm inside Oklahoma. Oh, those crops are destroyed. But then someone came out with the sponge, the super sponge that does this, that does this, that does this, that does this. And now everything's a dry wasteland. Florida is now getting flooded with bad weather. Floods half of the state. Miami has been devastated. Then Floridan people start going crazy because they lost all their beautiful, beautiful cities. And then they nuke the big tower. I don't know what that thing is called. In Illinois, in Chicago. Right after all this stuff sunk. People are getting worried while they're watching all their cities sink underwater. They are the disaster. They nuked the big tower. Michigan is not a peninsula, it's an island because it's been disconnected from the rest of the country besides its upper peninsula. The big nuke drops. Oh, Illinois is so angry. And might touch the cheese factory because Florida made such a big nuke. Oh no. Oh, the cheese factory no longer says cheese. It now says death. Oh, the poor, poor cheese factory. And then they nuke their own cheese factory. Oh, the cheese factory. What is that guy doing? What in the world are you doing? Why? What are you doing to Washington? He's making a sea. Sponge it. Sponge. 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 Oh wait, he's flooding it. He's flooding the whole thing. Washington is being flooded. Oh, poor, poor Washington. Oh no. Oregon decides to destroy the border between them. They block the water out. And then they destroy the border. Yeah. The White House is in the wrong place too. No, stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sponge. They nuke the White House that's in the wrong place. Ah. Oh no, the White House. Oh my gosh. The flag is still standing. Oh my gosh. No, the flag is on fire. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, everything's gone. What are you doing? No. No, stop. Okay, yeah, you're gone. They decide to nuke all the crazy things that are going on. Yeah. Oh, and it starts to flood. The poor thing. Washington is now dying of dye. Oh, and Idaho takes a big one. All the states nuked the taco stand because no one's occupied it. Oh, the tacos! Not the lettuce! The crops are drying out. Michigan still stands okay until Wisconsin decides to nuke the border of the Upper Peninsula. Oh, there's decaying parts of the United States still. If we look at the map and turn our heads, the gray parts and the decayed parts. People are running away from these states, wherever the gray is. Oh, the poor United States has been in such a bad war. And now they have a nuclear war in the southeast region where Texas nukes them. No offense, Texas. Everyone dies in the northeast region. Not the northeast, southeast. Everyone is dying. They're decaying. There's a lot of decaying cities in the southeast region now. The gray parts of the decayed regions. This is so sad. Louisiana just got a bunch of land from Arkansas, and now they're dying. Sponge, their swamp goes by. Die, water, die. The tree is going to burn to the ground. the last part of electricity in Texas gets nuked by the southeast region. Houses are burning down in Texas from anarchy. And someone had TNT in their house. Leading into New Mexico. Let's look at the decayed parts now. Some states are still surviving. See what the last state is to survive before everyone goes into anarchy. Parts of Texas are being in anarchy and setting places on fire. Texas is going down. But you guys are probably saying, hey, what about Hawaii? Alaska, which is not a state, which is far, far away, gets nuked. Oh, poor Hawaii. All the islands of Hawaii are sunk beneath the ocean. California gets nuked by Texas from its anarchy. Las Vegas gets a nuke straight to it, and also the Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam just gets huge problems. Some cities in California are still surviving until someone nukes them. Let's look at the decayed parts now. One of the famous cities are going first. Colorado, the states that haven't been touched yet are Minnesota, North Dakota, and North Carolina and South Carolina. Other states have been at least chipped off its border or been damaged or eradicated. Michigan's lower peninsula has been devastated by a nuke sent by California and Texas. Michigan is starting to die. Michigan has been sunk beneath the ocean. Partially by the Great Lakes, or the Great Oceans. Upper Peninsula is still trying to survive, but it also doesn't have a lot of cities. They're trying to rebuild cities, but keep being nuked. In the last seconds of Michigan's survival, they nuked Wisconsin, Iowa, and Minnesota. Missouri got affected as well, but Missouri got angry, but can't do anything about it because Michigan's already dead. But he can't put his anger out on Wisconsin and Minnesota. But Iowa's dead. Well, partially. The big nuke. Now let's look at our decaying part and see what states are still alive. The states that are still alive are Louisiana, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia, Ohio, Michigan, and Massachusetts. Massachusetts has an island, but then it gets blown up. But this island gets blown up blown to bits. And it dies. The end. Die. Virginia gets attacked by West Virginia. But then Virginia sets off a nuke there too. Oh, Ohio gets a big nuke to the face by Virginia's nuke to destroy West Virginia. Both of them are very injured. Also, I hope you guys know, if there's grass, they're still alive. Doesn't matter if the black wall's there, not as long as the grass is gone. Ooh, North Carolina. Virginia's still alive. Yeah. Michigan, the rest of Michigan gets a big nuke, but it still survives. How? We don't know. Oh, almost all of Michigan has been eradicated. Iowa's still alive. The big nuke of all time is going to be across the whole southeast region. We don't know what will survive. Ohio gets involved in this too. Setting it off. Oh, it eradicated almost the whole upper half of the United States. Ohio is now going to collapse soon. It lost too much land. All it has is Cleveland. The nuke has been caused by one state no one knows about. Canada. Actually, it's not even a state, it's a country.